The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pushing his way through. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 7th-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Achane. 20. Touchdown! Devon Achane. 46 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore. So more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a guy who has spent a decade as a starter in this league, the 2019 Comeback Player of the Year, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
They'll start on the ground. Hall, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tannehill. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tannehill. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Breece Hall, 39 yards. And the Bears have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll give this to Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Dobbs. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On the draw, it's Hall. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now Tannehill. Inside the 10. Touchdown Bears. Stephon Diggs. 40 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Now Dobbs. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot, start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown! Demarcus Robinson, 67 yards. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Devon Achane and the offense ready to go once again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? On play action, it's Dobbs. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Throwing here, Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 68 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Back to throw Dobbs. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Johnson now returning. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. On first down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Tannehill. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Paul on to give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Tannehill now to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going to look
at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane, 47 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Dobbs. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was a Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Tannehill. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. A great play there. his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and go out on my D.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Randy Moss with his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Returning it, Johnson. Now here's Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now the Bears down by 13. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Tannehill to throw. He gets this complete to Diggs. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Tannehill. That's caught by Johnson. Touchdown Bears. Deontay Johnson, 66 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Reload.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Schultz. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Brandon, that touchdown certainly looks like the clincher to me.
Probably a little too much to overcome, don't you think?
I would agree. I say at this stage of the game, that touchdown should seal the fate.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Tannehill.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing Tannehill. Pass complete, it's likely. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Here's first down. Here's Tannehill. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tannehill. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.